Hi everybody! 大家好. I welcome you to Jade Palace Yamingo. My name is Yaya. A way to express your thoughts deeply in around 4 words. How interesting. So, let's get started. 成语 or idioms are usually 4 words and are one of the 4 types of formulaic expressions. Others include collocations, 2-part allegorical sayings, and proverbs. Though these idioms are derived from ancient and classic literature, with most being made around the Three Kingdoms period, they're still a common part of our language today. I'm going to teach you some that you can use when you're annoyed with someone or a situation. Think of it as a way to insult someone, but with poetic words. 狐假,虎威, a fake fox, powerful tiger, or a fox flaunting in the tuition of a tiger. 狐, fox, 假, fake, 虎, tiger, 威, power. The tale behind this idiom is that one day a tiger came upon a fox and wanted to eat him. The fox, thinking quickly, said, "Do you not know who I am? I am the ruler of this forest, and every animal here is afraid of me." The tiger was skeptical, but the fox insisted, "If you don't believe me, then follow me as we walk, and you shall see." The tiger agreed, and so they walked, the fox in front and the tiger behind it. As they strolled, all the animals saw them and ran in fear at the sight of them. Seeing this, the tiger believed the fox, saying that the fox must truly be the most powerful of all beasts. Little did he know that it wasn't the fox that all the animals were fearful of, but instead, the tiger himself. This idiom describes a person who wields power because they have a powerful backup, someone who acts arrogantly only because they know that they have someone stronger to back them up. So if you ever encounter a bully who only relies on another's power, you can call them a 狐假,虎威. 井底之蛙, a frog at the bottom of a well. This is actually my favorite idiom, and I use it all the time. 井, well. 底, bottom. 之蛙, a frog. The story behind this idiom is that a frog lived at the bottom of a well. Every day he was happy in his well, content that he lived in the most perfect place in the world. One day, a sea turtle looked into the well and asked the frog if he had ever seen the sea. The frog replied that he had not. Why should he? His home was perfect. He then invited the turtle into his well to see. The turtle tried, but he was much too big. From the top of the well, he told the frog how great the size of the sea. It was then that the frog truly understood how big the world actually was outside of his well, and was ashamed that he'd never been out to explore it. Another interpretation of this idiom is that a frog at the bottom of a well his whole life thinks the well is the whole world, and the little patch of sky over the well's opening is the whole sky, forever ignorant to the world outside of his well, and how big it truly is. This idiom is used criticizing someone who is closed or narrow-minded, somebody who is convinced that their small world is the best, never venturing out to explore. A similar English equivalent saying is a babe in the woods. So if you see someone that is willfully ignorant, you can call them a 井底之蛙. 瓮中捉鳖, to catch a turtle in a jar. 瓮中, in a jar or urn. 捉 catch, 鳖 a type of turtle. This idiom means to set oneself an easy target, or a person that captures a target that cannot escape. Because a turtle in a jar can't escape, even though it has legs, there's nothing it can do. It's stuck, which makes it an easy target. An English saying equivalent to this idiom is a turkey shoot. So if you're in a situation where you feel like you or someone else was taken advantage of, annoyed that one party exploited another, you can call it a 瓮中捉鳖 situation. 红颜祸水. Women are like disastrous water. 红颜, beautiful women. 祸, disaster. So 祸水 means to bring disaster. This phrase basically says that beautiful women will often bring or are the root of bad karma and trouble. We see this in history a lot. Da Ji of the Shang dynasty, Yang Guifei of the Tang dynasty, and Chen Yunyuan of the Ming dynasty. They're all blamed for seducing men and bringing the fall of a dynasty. We have always blamed beautiful women for anything bad that happens. So, 红颜祸水 is kind of like a femme fatale in English, but you can use them in a more modern context for homewreckers, mistresses, and side pieces. The ones I list next are not considered 成语 because they consist of more than 4 characters, but they're still pretty popular sayings that you can still see used in modern and pop culture. 男人的嘴，骗人的鬼, which means a man's mouth, a lying spirit. 男人, men. 嘴, lips. 骗人, lying. 鬼, ghost or spirit. This is a Chinese phrase that means what a guy says is unbelievable, or that the things men say can't be believed. It's a situation where a man will say anything to gain what he wants. A womanizer is a perfect example of 男人的嘴，骗人的鬼. We continue the energy of the last saying with this one. 男人靠得住，母猪会上树. If a man can be reliable, then sows climb trees. 男人, men, 靠得住, to rely on. 母猪, female pigs or sows, 会上树, can climb trees. Basically saying that if we can rely on a man, then pigs would fly. It's very similar to the last phrase, that a man can't be trusted. Harsh? Yes. But it teaches women that they can rely on themselves and not to base their whole life around a man. So, 男人靠得住，母猪会上树。扮猪，吃老虎. Disguised as a pig in order to eat the tiger. 扮, disguise. 猪, pig. 吃, eat. 老虎, tiger. It describes someone who seems nice and unassuming, but can be incredibly vicious if need be. It can be both good or bad. It can mean someone that is actually nice, but can be savage if they have to be. Or someone who is fake nice, but is actually conniving. It's similar to the English saying, a wolf in sheep's clothing. If you see someone who is playing dumb, but is actually really smart, or someone that is incredibly fake, they're a 扮猪吃老虎. 画虎不成反类犬. Trying to draw a tiger but ended up drawing a dog. 画 draw, 虎 tiger, 不成 fail to fail, 反类 instead, 犬 dog, meaning trying to do something over ambitious and ending up failing. Origin of this idiom is credited to Ma Yuan of the Three Kingdoms period, where he tells his nephews to be careful in imitating a heroic figure, 杜宝, that if they fail to be as heroic as him, they will actually end up being a frivolous hoodlum instead. So be careful. Don't overestimate yourself. If you try to do something over your ability and end up failing, you 画虎不成反类犬。画虎画皮难画骨，知人知面不知心。You can draw a tiger, draw its skin, but can't draw its bone. You can know a man, know his face, but not his heart. This one is a little long, but I think it's an important teaching. The meaning is very straightforward. It points out that you may know someone for a very long time, but not their true nature. That it's difficult to know what a person is really like. It's a proverb of caution to not trust blindly. So if someone you thought you trusted stabs you in the back, 画虎画皮难画骨，知人知面不知心。And lastly, 瞎猫碰上死耗子。A blind cat comes across a dead mouse. 瞎 blind, 猫 cat, 碰上 comes upon, 死 dead, 耗子 mouse. This is a metaphor of having amazing luck just by chance. How is a blind cat able to hunt? If it can't see the mouse, how can it catch it? But if it just happens to come upon a dead mouse, it's circumstantial luck. It means a person who has no skills, that just happens to become successful, that thankfully things worked out for them. Because without luck, things could have turned out so much worse. It can either be an insult about other people or self-mockery if you're talking about yourself. Basically, blind luck or dumb luck in English. So if you see someone boasting about their success without putting in actual work or skills, that they just so happen to become successful based purely on luck, they're a 瞎猫碰上死耗子. I have a Teespring if you'd like to support the channel. I have a lot of super cute designs that I'm really proud of, so please check it out if you can. Link is in the description below. So what do you guys think? What are some of your favorite sayings to vent your annoyances? Leave a comment down below because I would like to know. You can also let me know what topics you'd like to see me cover in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to Jade Palace Yamingong. I would very much appreciate it. And until next time, 再见了，拜拜。